These are very, very strange times. And people who hadn't given much thought to their children's education, other than sending them to a good school, are now recognizing that all preparations for the good school that they had made previously, whether it's a public Waldorf school, a private Waldorf school, or just an ordinary conventional private or public school, are finding that the schools have not prepared well to support the children in this time. And these strange times where children are requiring to wear masks, can't be close to their peers, have to go into the classroom with a certain amount of fear and anxiety, creates a less than optimum educational experience for the children. So now parents, well-intentioned parents who never thought about homeschooling, are now recognizing homeschooling as a possible best alternative. Not all parents are prepared for what that means. Many parents think that they're just meant to give children worksheets or books and then just watch them do work. Whereas a good homeschooling experience is much, much more than that. It's where the parent is digesting material that they're then going to present, hopefully enthusiastically, to their child, and then observe whether or not their child was activated by the story told. So live education, in highlighting a Waldorf approach, provides narrative for the parent to present to the child. And that narrative is based upon the developmental stages children are going through. So the narrative in the first grade, for example, would be fairy tales. In the second grade would be stories of saints and heroes, Native American tales, all the way up into seventh grade, the age of exploration and discovery, and eighth grade, much about world history in the 20th century, as well as how the democracy, the many democracies in the world arose. Those narratives, those stories, enrich a child's life in such a way that their imagination is activated. They have hopes and dreams that are met. They can do work in their portfolio, their main lesson book, that they can then revisit at the end of the block, the end of the year, and feel like they've accomplished something more than answers to a test that just only suggest that they've memorized or learned certain rote material. So we're trying to work with children in a way that they can have their imagination activated, their curiosity enhanced, their interest in the world developed. Live education provides summaries of lessons found in a Waldorf main lesson block in any public or private Waldorf school in the world, organized in these blocks with consecutive lessons, taking 3 or 4 weeks at a time, where they focus on a single subject. The parent doesn't need to know anything about these subjects. They can be learning along with their child. And that itself is a wonderful model for the child to experience their parent as learners as well. Over the last 22 years that we've had live education, the most common response I've gotten at the end of a year by a parent who has begun their homeschooling is this element of surprise that they find that they have, without consideration, they have learned so much about these subjects and the world that they hadn't anticipated. They thought they were there to simply teach their child. Instead, they themselves have had their curiosity enlivened. The students seeing their parents so engaged is an opportunity to build a new relationship with their child. And this has been something that we've noticed in live education as an extra added benefit that we hadn't anticipated. As well as parents learning new things about their children. previously they only see their children when they're playing together as a parent and child, or the maintenance of having meals, bathing, going shopping, those kinds of things. To experience the child on a daily basis as a learner gives insight into what lives as potential in the child. So when one asks, who is live education for? Who should be doing homeschooling? I think every family benefits from this. Even if it's only a break while the pandemic is going on, parents will have this wonderful opportunity to learn about their child in a way that is new information for them, and one in which they find greater understanding, respect, and joy in who their children are. So I think that, without looking at these strange times as blessings, there are opportunities here for children to become more engaged with their parent in ways that will enrich the relationship.